Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a while. I am stuffed. I am absolutely stuffed. I am full to the brim. I don't want to eat anything else. You could hold a slice of Kringle in front of me right now, and you would be hard pressed to convince me to eat it. I think. Assuming it's not raspberry or even worse, raspberry cheese, I'd probably turn it away. Because I am so full right now. And since I am so full, I thought it would be a good idea, as I'm getting back into the YouTube thing. It's been 2 weeks since my last upload. It was getting to be such a long time that even my not quite 5-year-old daughter asked me, "Did you forget about your videos?" And I responded, "No, sweetie, Daddy's just been very busy lately, that's all. Partly because they're giving us hours at work again. Yay! So I'm actually making some money." But anyway, I want to talk today about the difference between satisfaction and satiety, specifically in the context of eating, consuming foods, drink, whatever. There's a difference between reaching the point of satisfaction and reaching the point of satiety. So I suppose first I'll discuss what satisfaction is. Satisfaction is basically when you feel like you've hit the spot. You have a craving or something, you want some food, or you're hungry, you eat some food, and you're like, yeah, that was good, I'm done now. That's satisfaction. You're satisfied with whatever you've consumed. Satiety, on the other hand, is something different. That's when you've reached the point of fullness. You might even say that's the point of stuffedness. It's the point of being stuffed like I am right now. I've had so much, I just don't want anymore. I don't even have the desire to eat anything else. When you're satisfied, there's still room for dessert. You've had enough to eat, but dessert's coming. Yeah, I'll have a slice of cake. When you're satiated, when you've reached the point of satiety, that's something different. You no longer want the dessert. Even if you haven't had dessert yet, you still don't want it. I have a massive sweet tooth, and still, if I have cookies in the kitchen right now, they're quite good. Those little French toast ones, with the maple and whatever else, the very sweet, very tasty little French toast shaped cookies. And I'm looking at the cookie, thinking, yeah, that'd be yummy. I kind of want that. No, I don't want it. I don't even want it. I can eat that later. I don't even want to touch it. That is satiety. So why am I bringing this up? Because if you're trying to lose weight specifically, this doesn't apply so much if you're trying to gain weight, but it applies more if you're trying to, say, maintain the same level of body fat you have now, and it applies even more so if you're trying to reduce your body fat. So when should you be satisfied and when should you be satiated? And is there an appropriate time for either one or the other? Yes, I believe there is. When it comes to things that are, say, indulgent items, high-calorie foods, high-calorie drinks, whether it's a dessert, a typical conventional dessert, like I said earlier, slice of cake, cookies, ice cream. When it's other high-calorie foods like a dense sandwich or something, pizza, alcoholic beverages, most of those are rather high in calories. So if you're having those sorts of things, you should limit yourself. You should discipline yourself to only consume those kinds of things to the point that you're satisfied. Once you've had enough that you no longer crave that thing, you're no longer like thinking about it, you're not just, you're at a party or something and you just find yourself staring at the Kringle half the time and not listening to the people who are actually talking to you. Not that I have any experience with that on a personal level or anything. Once you've gotten to that point where you're satisfied, you should just stop. You're indulging in something that probably isn't contributing much to your health, to your, if you're weight training, to your physical development. It's not contributing to your ideal physique or your ideal state of well-being. It's actually working against you. If it's that sort of thing you're consuming, then you should be consuming only to the point of satisfaction, not satiety. You don't want to get full on the ice cream. If you're trying to lose weight or even just maintain the level you're at now, you're not doing yourself any favors if you indulge on a huge serving of ice cream or the giant slice of cake or something, and then, oh, I'm so full. That's bad news. No, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. So when should you become satiated? When do you want to aim for satiety? Well, it's the opposite. If you're eating low-calorie foods and foods that are really high in protein, let's say traditional bodybuilding meal, right? You've got like chicken and vegetables, that sort of thing. That's a really low-calorie meal, but it's going to be very satiating because that lean chicken breast is really filling, but it's a very low-calorie meal, assuming you don't have some sort of like a giant serving of macaroni and cheese on the side or something, right? If your meal is just predominantly, say, lean chicken breast and vegetables, maybe a little rice or something there, go ahead, eat to your fill. In fact, I would encourage you to eat to your fill. Eat until you couldn't eat anymore when you're eating that sort of a meal, because you're loading up on protein, healthy vegetables, you're loading up on those things, and the more satiated you become, once you've reached the point that you just don't want to even think about food anymore, you're obviously not going to eat anymore. If you're full on the healthy stuff that's doing your body good, then you're not going to want the unhealthy stuff. That's why when you eat low-calorie, healthy foods that are packed with protein, you want to become satiated from those. You want to become satiated on the healthy, low-calorie, protein-packed foods so that when you're done, you don't go reaching for the high-calorie crap. Now, am I saying that you should never eat desserts or indulge on other like high-calorie things? No, I'm not saying that. Like if you're at a birthday party and they're serving cake, go ahead and have a slice of cake. Unless you're trying to be like a professional model or bodybuilder, someone whose physique literally means their livelihood, don't worry about that kind of thing. Just be mindful of what's going into your body. Be mindful of what you're putting into it. If it's something indulgent, only consume to the point of satisfaction. You've had enough. Hey, that's cool. You had that one beer, you're good. You had that one soda, you're good. You had one smaller slice of cake. If that's enough so that you don't want anymore, you're not thinking about it anymore, have a small slice of cake and then be done with it. Don't pack your gut with this crap. But when it comes to the healthy stuff that's packed with protein and nutrients and it's low calorie, eat up, pack it in, because your body will be thanking you in the end. It is better to stuff yourself with healthy food that's low in calories than to leave space and then start reaching for something that's going to cause you to gain excess body fat you don't want, or will otherwise prevent you from losing the fat that you don't want. One is it's a matter of lesser evils. Becoming satiated and perhaps even hyper satiated is preferable. It is the lesser evil in comparison to eating to your satisfaction and then reaching for the garbage foods that are going to hinder your goals. All right, hopefully I kept that brief enough. If you got any questions or comments about anything regarding what I said in this video, go ahead and post them below. I would be glad to address those. I'm going to shoot another video because, it has been a while. Plus, I'm all dressed up. See you in the next one. Bye!